Everybody knows Doom and everybody loves Doom, but can we make it run on the Commodore 64? Stick around and let's find out.
Let's go into the Monroe world.
Hi everyone, Shane R. Monroe here. Doom has a reputation of running anywhere on a Lego brick. Somebody supposedly wired up a vape machine to actually run it, an ASCII terminal, which actually looks pretty cool, a LeapFrog kids toy. Yeah, I bet mom and dad didn't see that one coming. A TI-84 Plus, not sure I buy that one. And you can play Doom inside of Doom itself, which is kind of crazy. But what about our venerable Commodore 64? If it runs on a brick, it should run here, right? Well, Honza Schlesinger, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, wrote out to me and said, hey, I've got this Doom-like 3D engine. It's running at 64 megahertz on the C64 Ultimate, has an REU support for map storage. It's not a port. It runs the first level map, and it's got sprites, moving sectors, the whole bit. And you should check it out. It'd be cool for your channel. And of course, I agreed. So I ran over to the GitHub. And so this is all open source. Should be pretty safe here. I read everything over and it sounded pretty fun. So I went ahead, went over to releases, and you need 3 files for this: a config, an REU, and the PRG file. Download that or transfer it over to your Commodore 64. I put it on a USB stick for ease of use. I'm going to plug this guy in and we're going to check it out together. So here we go. Let's go ahead and see these 3 files here. They're on my USB. So I've got a config, an REU, and a PRG. The PRG, of course, is the actual program itself. The REU holds all of the assets. And last but not least, we have the config file. And I always tell you, don't run config files or batch files or script files without looking at them yourself first. So let's take a peek here using View. And you can see here, there's a handful of settings that actually make a lot of sense. And there's a couple in here that maybe don't make a lot of sense, like network settings. Not sure why those would have to be there, but maybe I'll ask the developer about that. First thing we do is load in the config file to configure the Commodore 64 settings to match what the developer wants. Then we'll load the REU contents into memory. Pretty straightforward here. This is all pretty simple stuff. And finally, we'll go down and launch the program itself, and let's check it out. All right, here we go. Hey, there it is. All right. Well, let's take a look around here, shall we? Space jumps, and then, WSAD does your moving around. This is actually really impressive. I mean, I know you're looking at it going, dude, come on, really? That's it? Yeah, there's nobody to shoot. There's no weapons. There are sprites. There's all sorts of casting going on here. Listen, I'm not a technical engine guy. I know what I like. I'm like an artist, right? I don't know art, but I know what I like. So this is actually pretty dang impressive, considering that this isn't just like a Wolf 3D engine. He's managed to recreate a lot of stuff in here. There's some sprite popping there. I'm sure he's working on something like that. But yeah, I mean, there's doors and all the sorts of things that really make this engine a little more difficult. Still, it's pretty dang impressive, if I do say so myself. Well, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Check it out. What did you guys think? Like, subscribe, hit the bell. You guys know what to do. I'm Shane R. Monroe. We'll see you next time.